For more than half a century, the sight of a gas stove igniting has been synonymous with dinner time. But it's a changing picture because more and more Australians are getting off gas.
So we're starting to see with households that there is increasing electrification, and some jurisdictions like Victoria or the ACT have even got policies that would ban new connections to the gas network.
Gas pipeline owners recover their investments by spreading the costs across all customers. That customer base is forecast to fall steeply in the years ahead, posing a problem for the energy watchdog, which regulates the prices gas pipeline owners can charge.
When we find ourselves with a customer base that might be changing or shifting or shrinking through time, we find that we've got less tools available. And so from that perspective, it makes the job harder.
One of the tools available to regulators is an accounting trick called accelerated depreciation, where companies write down the value of the assets faster and consumers pick up the tab. The thing is, some energy companies are worried about the pace at which it's happening.
We think the transition is behind schedule, and if there's any sort of silver lining in that dark cloud is that perhaps that provides the opportunity to slow down the accelerated depreciation and take some pressure off the consumer bill.
So how's that chart looking then?
Claire Savage insists the regulator must balance the need to maintain that critical infrastructure with the needs of consumers.
When you look at totally what network businesses have asked of us over the last 5 years in terms of accelerated depreciation, it's more than $800 million that they've sought to have accelerated. And what we've approved is really only about half of that, so something like $440 million.
For their part, gas pipeline owners say they're not seeking to pass on all the risks to consumers, but need to recover what is often the huge upfront costs of buying or building gas pipelines.
We are talking about the recovery of the money that has been put into these infrastructure assets, and that is a separate question from the rates of return which you achieve when you invest in the asset. So there's return of capital and return on capital.
One thing everybody seems to agree, changes will be needed in the way gas pipelines are regulated.
The message on behalf of our customers would be, let's not run down the hill here and stumble, let's walk down the hill and get it right.
At the moment, new customers don't pay the full costs of a new connection because it's subsidised by existing users. That's now being challenged.
How much should a connecting customer pay to the gas network? So what kind of contribution should a new customer make towards the assets that are being invested in on their behalf? We think that's a really interesting and very important question to get to the bottom of.
With questions about how to handle the switch away from gas flowing, the pressure for answers is sure to increase.